Hey y'all, it's me, Nyla, or to remember, New York, Los Angeles, as that is the initials of my name. But even though I don't have a cheetah print top on, I am from New Jersey, North Bergen, New Jersey to be specific. I was raised in Hackensack, exactly, but I was raised majority in my life in Edgewater, New Jersey, with the large spa, Sojo Spa, in the Hudson River. So on the occasion, it was giving cinematic movie because when that light hit the Hudson River, it was nice and like illuminating. You go across the ferry, the whole nine. I experienced it majority of my life, so that has been me. It's not just me talking about the little tidbits of who I am, but to reintroduce to you guys, as you may know, that I am both the owner of Love Chic Lifestyle, my blog that I started at 13, where I focus on fashion, beauty, high-end fashion, beauty, and lifestyle topics. But to go through the streamline with you guys of all the other variables that come into that is I not only have a styled looks, so as you guys may have seen, looks like this, where there are women's looks. Then I grew into men's looks. I will be soon coming up with unisex looks, but if you've seen our most current looks have mixes of both menswear and womenswear, but the unisex. I also have beauty looks where I focus on skincare and makeup looks and styled looks. In addition to this has been a very special awaited video because I get to talk about all the new catalogs and all the new categories with you guys, including women's fitness, men's fitness will be, also. So you already know I'm going to be styling different looks, with a little question mark because it's to come. It's coming soon. Black and white, it's coming soon. You already know black and white is my symbolism of it's coming soon. The girl has already been starting to work. Sorry, I've been doing my little glam for you guys. I'm so happy I'm reuniting with my family, my media fam, which then goes into my next point with you guys. Oh, in addition to, before I get into Nyla's Multimedia, Love Chic Lifestyle will also have lifestyle looks that are coming. So as an art student, I do go to SCAD, which I'll talk about it in a second. I'm an art student, so I have my art bag, but I also have my what's in my just normal bag. So we're going to style them into looks, okay? Coming soon with the question mark with the black and white. So there's going to be looks where I will put some essentials. I will put in some, just some extra pieces for your, fitness, gym bag. There'll be a casual and then there'll be a formal. So that will be the tea on that. Oh, the Fashion Week reels are not stopping too. We are going to go back with the Fashion Week reels. So Fashion Week reels will be consisting of, as you've seen for these, which shout out to the reel because you guys really hit it to 2K and that's like it's my top viewed fashion reel. You already know, beyond the analytics, your girl is still going to be keeping those in session. If he's starting to incorporate my fashion illustration skills. I have been wanting to do fashion illustration. Fashion illustrators like Hayden Williams, if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Hayden Williams has made pieces like this, have molded me, and I've known his work from the time I started at 13 of Love Chic Lifestyle. So I've known and grown up around just seeing his work evolve and grow. And I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I really want to see the things like body inclusivity and things in my looks, but I know that I don't have all the variables to just make it into a picture. So why not I draw that picture myself? So it will be a time, it'll be a progression. I know my media fam are, you guys are here, my Love Chic Lifestyle fam and media fam, Nyla's Multimedia fam, we here, we like this, we locked in. So you're gonna see on the progression with me for that. But to go into Nyla's Multimedia, and all the points. Well, if you don't know Nyla's Multimedia, a place where I'm going to put you on to not only fashion or the media, but I'm going to put you on to like music events that are happening, pop culture events that are happening, different artists that are coming up, whether it's musician, whether it's fashion designers, whether it is DJs. I've been really into just hearing different DJ sets, and you're going to hear a lot of new content into the Nyla's Multimedia platform for you guys. So let's get into it. I'm still gonna be keeping back week of fits. The 10 weeks of fits, that is just iconic, okay? I started that in my freshman year. I pretty much was documenting 10 weeks worth of outfits and just regular casual pictures that I took in the bathroom mirrors at SCAD, which if you know that, look, we work a lot, we grind a lot, but when you go to, the fashion floor bathroom and it looks like this, you got on that drip, the fit pick is gonna have to be paired. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna need to be paired because the bathroom is so pretty. I just need to capture the moment with the fit. So that's the 10 weeks of fit. But I also do 10 weeks wrap where I go into visual pictures like this, where I but just showcase what I did within the 10 weeks of my quarter and get to document that with you guys. Now I will say, I don't know how my fall quarter is going to look because I'm doing both fall quarter and winter quarter. I'm kind of catch y'all up, we're rewinding the tape and we're rewinding. I did not do that right. I rewind the tape and we put it forward. We rewinding and we put it forward. My mom is so tired of me. She's laughing in the background. But you know what I'm saying? And that's how we're gonna explain. And that also goes into, but you know what? I'm gonna go into formatting next, you guys. Hopefully this isn't too long. But okay. So 10 weeks, little mini bio series. I don't know if it's going to be called mini bio or change a name, but I'm going to bring some nostalgic pictures like this and like this to really explain my time in Jersey and being a Jersey girl and what a Northern Jersey girl really like what I was doing. I'm gonna start bringing back some of these archive pictures, and I'm gonna do some little story times because there's so many stories that have crafted me into making looks and making these bodies of work that I love so much, and how I've gotten these very avant-garde ideas, as my advertising and branding professor loves to say, that I come up with the very avant-garde ideas, which I do, and I love them. You guys know those. So I'm gonna be talking in a mini series about that. A lot of this will be content that you guys are going to see other videos of me going more in depth, but I'm just gonna glaze over it to music raps, okay? My mom always laughs at my intro, and I guess I should talk a little bit about it really quickly, but I'm going to be doing little mixes, not saying that I'm making my own music now, no. But I love slow reverb. Definitely check out QR codes like this where it will lead you to some of my favorite playlists that I made on SoundCloud and Spotify that are open to the public that I just love so much. And I really have an ear for listening to different transition points, and I think I might put in some music. I'm gonna call them music mixes, or really music collaging, which I'll take the songs and I'll just kind of break them up into pieces, but then they will seamlessly be like this little collage of sounds. You'll see when I post. You'll see what I post. Don't ask me a lot of questions in the comments. You'll see what I'm talking about when I post. Yeah, that part. In addition to my dance content and my events, where I will be talking and showcasing my events, my photography and my vlogs, where I will be documenting just vlogs, photography. I'm a fashion photography minor. We'll get into that in a second. My vlogs will be me documenting whatever. I have a series of things from the past and the present. So when you come to Nyla's Multimedia, because I not only talk about and showcase the vlogs of me being at SCAD, I'm at SCAD, the Atlanta campus, Savannah College of Art and Design. For the people in the chat that are like, what is SCAD and what the bio, and confused and question marks. Savannah College of Art and Design, it's art school. I've been there the whole time. And I have been just, being a sponging and sponging time to blend it. So yeah, but not using Blender. I don't use Blender. But the girlies that use Blender, shout out to them. You know. The only thing I blend is this makeup, okay? I am not using no Blender. At least not right now. Over dance. I was a dancer back then, so you ought to know, not ought to know, but you will know that I love dance and will be showcasing dance videos with you guys, where I will talk about it in a separate video, but just know that I've been dancing for a good minute. You know, I ain't no Sean Bankhead, but however, comma, your girl has been dancing since, Lord, what, 3?
2.5.
2.5. I've done contemporary, I've done a little jazz, I did a year tap, I did 6 years of ballet. So I'm gonna be using that time to really put you guys on to new music, new artists, and putting on to some me flowing, because I'm telling you, the Thursday nights, which we call it like SCAD Fridays, but we just have Monday through Thursday. It's a whole thing. Y'all will hear about it more. But my Thursday nights has been very often in this kitchen, busting a move to sounds and just music and being engulfed in it. So sometimes it'll be freestyle, sometimes it'll be choreo. I don't really know how it'll be laid out. I remember when I dance and record, I just did a lot of freestyle work. So for the dancers in chat, I might be some freestyle, maybe there. Anyways, y'all didn't say it here for a dance video. But that is a roundup of all the details and mini series where I'm going to talk to you guys about just a little bit of everything and so much more. Now getting into the next point. What exactly am I studying at SCAD, you may ask? Oh, thank you for asking. Thank you. I did not know I was going to. This is the third rodeo now. You know, this is the first one to break it all the way down. You know, I'll break it down after, because you can't keep up. They missed me from the last one, but now it's this one. It's not this one, it's this one. So I am an advertising and branding major, advertising and branding, for understanding the meaning of the brands that I love, understanding the experiencing, being able to not only market them, but see all the little creative aspects of it, to put the pieces together, to link it into one and to elevate it as a brand. Because everybody could say they have a brand, but what comes with it is not only skill, not only potential, not only creativity and the fluff, but it is the design elements that creates that really good campaign, that creates a really good album rollout, that creates that brand image, you know, that has that, of course, consistency, that has all those components wrapped together. That is when I realized that is me. When I started going through my Love Chic lifestyle platform and started seeing all this, I was like, I've been doing, I'm an advertising and branding major on that note. Art direction concentration. Art direction really came from wanting to see the full vision of a body of work in a project and being able to design it, being able to see, when I'm saying vision, I say it in the sense of understanding the artist or what my client is and being able to see all the variables, whether it is not only their fashion sense or their style, but how their background influences their work as an individual, to then point out things like if I want to do music videos, which that was the fun fact about why I picked art direction as my concentration was I was watching the MTV Awards. This is still early on in my new major switch. And I was going through the lineup and I saw art direction was listed as one of the notations. And as somebody that has still somewhat lives in the sense of nostalgia that, you know, MTV and music videos bring, even though it is a fluctuating industry, as you guys may know, that art direction is not only in music videos, it's in your favorite, you know, fashion business, Fashion Week happening right now. Art direction is really, like, without art direction, we wouldn't have the beautiful experiences, the campaigns, the concerts, the live shows, the mock-up images, of the products, the product design. We didn't have all that without the art direction, the creative director, you know? So, yeah, that's my concentration. Now moving into fashion photography as my minor. I picked fashion photography really out of, you know, when it first started Love Chic Lifestyle, it was a means of, before that I would go to the supermarket with my mother, and it was always on a Sunday. It was the Stop and Shop in Hackensack. Shout out to the Stop and Shop in Hackensack. Stop and Shop, it's just a grocery store, okay? For the Southerners that don't even know what Stop and Shop is. Stop and Shop because you'll feel like home. literally. And I don't mean that in a niche way. I mean that in just a comforting way. And when I was little, I would go through the aisles and I had my section. I always talk and I say that's my section, and it was a magazine section. And I did not really read any of the body of text, but I really loved the visuals. I loved how everybody was created into not just a superhero or a superwoman or man or whoever, but it was this beautiful image and this strong posture, and everybody had their own like unique personas, and that really had led me into then going into liking photography, and I would just document stuff. Then when I got comfortable and a little social, I started to really realize that I wanted to take that to the next level and go into fashion photography, because fashion photography it's the bread and butter to every fashion campaign, every fashion week. You got the fashion photographer on staff, you know, gotta add the fashion photographer, or just the photographer in general. But the fashion photographer, they're gonna direct you on how to pose. They're gonna lead the way. They're going to create the vision. They're going to create the pictures. They're gonna create the visuals. So that's why I'm an advertising branding major, art direction concentration, minor in fashion photography. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, outside of that, just to know a little bit more about me before I close off in this little mini video wrap, just some random hobbies and some random fun facts on here, being able to influence some of my work and my projects. First is news, YouTube, entertainment. How do I do research? I'm on YouTube. I'm going through research. I'm going through articles. I'm going through many articles. I'm following people. I'm following several collections, not only the mood boards, but I'm watching the videos, the in-depth articles of like, okay, like how did this happen? I'm watching a few genre vloggers to really catch up and see like, okay, like what mess did my favorite artist get into now? But I'm not consumed in that, as I know that I separate the artist, the musician, from the personal life, because we don't know all of our musicians. Even though we want to know, we want to act like it. I know, and I take into the initiative that, and not in this like, woo, you know, like I'm this, you know, other person, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying I just take the initiative and like getting to separate and know like what crafts, what body of work. I am the one, you know, I won't dag on it. I really want to see this person pop out, and I'll make that article, or I'll make that shout out, or my Insta stories are very intentional because I want people to be put onto these artists that I don't think would show light to, or show news to, or highlight the people that are already doing great, you know, and giving that range. So that's where that comes from, is the music. Music is substance, and news and YouTube and entertainment. Literally events. I love concerts. I love live shows. I love hopping out. I'm 22, so a girlie is going to the club. Yes, she is. I love to see a pop-up. My mother's from Lynchburg, Virginia. My dad's from Kingston, Jamaica. I like to say it as I'm a northerner with Southern Caribbean roots. You know what I'm saying? So New Jersey, Virginia, Jamaica. Got it? Got it. You're gonna see it because of just, you're gonna see it. And then my name is New York, Los Angeles, New York, and I'm from New Jersey and Los Angeles. I also went to LA, so it's very niche-y, very, very cute. And there's also, fun fact, Britney Spears had a restaurant called Nyla.
You know, they closed it, and that's how we made that her name.
A little bit. 20s. I'm 22, and I have so much life to live. I just have life, and I'm ready to go outside. I'm ready to go outside. And in the A, I came to the A, not only to work, but to have fun, meet connections, meet bonds, meet people, put you guys on to people, go to functions. You know, we gotta pop out a little bit. Just like how people wanna go to New York and think that that's the end all be all. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. But it's okay. I do understand it. As somebody that's from New Jersey, I get overlooked. You know, the girl is like, I go to New York, want to go to New York, I want to go to New York. I'm like, I'm from New Jersey. They're like, oh. I'm like, bro, I was literally like right there. I was right there. I went on my summers. You know where I was going? To Saks Fifth Avenue with my mom. In the winters, I was looking at the Saks Fifth Avenue windows. I was going to the Garden State Plaza Mall but then I would also go across the George Washington Bridge. You know what I'm saying? So the Northerners get it. And, you know, respect your Jersey girls, okay? We do have the Jersey beat that you guys have on your playlist. So yeah. Beauty, you already know I love beauty. I love the malls. I love catching up. I love catching up with you guys. Makeup, beauty, fashion, lifestyle topics, photography, visuals, all that in a bag of chips. That's really what makes my brand. And that's what makes it popping. And I'm so excited to be able to share that with you guys. So thank you guys so much. Bye. And yeah, really love you guys. Really appreciate you guys. And you'll hear more of me talking. So this is one of many. Thank you guys so much. Love Chic Lifestyle fam. And Nyla's Multimedia, the big sis and the little sis of my brands. You guys are everything. And thank you for all my peers that's been supporting and loving me. Oh, and the honey drip checks. I forgot to say, I'm doing it. I'm doing mini interviews with people. So you're gonna see a lot of new people and a lot of new interviews, as I will be still continuing my journalism skills, as I was once an writing major, fashion photography minor. Then the second one was a photography major, concentration in commercial photography. So yeah, that part. Love you guys. Love Chic Lifestyle. That was Multimedia. Out. Bye.